Hello grade 7 students, so we are again with kingdom classification. We are proceeding towards part 3 now. Okay, we are going to start with kingdom Monera. Okay, let us see certain parameters about kingdom Monera. Monera means single or solitaire. So obviously this is a unicellular organism, that is why it is named so, and it is a prokaryote microorganism. That means its nucleus is not very well developed, and example is bacteria and only bacteria. Okay, for kingdom Monera. So where is it found? Where is it found? It is found. It is a primitive form of life. In the sense, when scientists studied did the life come from, it started with bacteria, is what they believe on the earth. Okay, and how do they occur? Either single or in chains or clusters. Single, in chains, or in cluster group. Okay, then they are found everywhere. There is not a place where it cannot be found. Air, water, food, dead matter inside our bodies. Some are good, some are bad. That is what the main thing is. And they can, the main thing is, other main thing is they can survive harsh conditions. That is why they can survive so long. Next is the structure. So it is a unicellular. Its size varies from zero point 0.5 to 4 microns. This microns is the unit for the organisms we measured in microscope. Enclosed in a capsule with a cell wall for protection and preventing from drying. So it has got a cell wall, just like plant cell. It has got a cell wall, and which is helping it as a protection against drying. There are no cell organelles, but only very tiny ribosomes are present. So we have got so many otherwise cell organelles like mitochondria, ribosomes, Golgi bodies, lysosomes, so many. But here only ribosomes can be seen, and they are required because they form the protein for the organism. They have one or two whip-like structures called flagella. So this organism is going to move with the help of flagella. It is a prokaryotic, that means no nuclear membrane. It is just, see, you can see DNA material there. Yeah, and you can see the flagellum, you can see a capsule like structure, you can see a cell wall, you can see ribosomes. Yes. How does it obtain its nutrition? It is three kinds: autotrophic, saprophytic, or parasitic. So my bacteria can be preparing the food by their own, as it is given here, with the help of the sunlight, because they have chlorophyll like pigment. Chlorophyll like pigment, which is green in color, helping to trap the sunlight. So autotrophic bacteria. We have got saprophytic also, and this is very important. See, nutrition is derived from dead and decaying organic material. Obviously we have studied that. Okay, saprophytes always derive food from dead organism. They release certain enzymes which is helping them to digest the matter which they take in from the dead and decaying matter. So these molecules are then absorbed by the bacterial cell. So these enzymes are going to break down the certain whatever the food they have taken inside, which will turn into smaller and smaller pieces and finally be absorbed into the cell, just like we eat, but we are able to chew with the help of our teeth. Same way enzymes are helping them to break down the food into smaller and smaller parts. Third type is parasitic bacteria. Okay, these live inside our body. Parasites are, that's why they are parasitic, because they get ready-made food from the host in which they are living. The organism in which they are living is called the host. Such bacteria often cause harm. Obviously they are parasitic in plants and animals. And so these are the pictures now we are going to see. See, these are the pictures. This is a heterotroph saprophytic bacteria. It is a decomposing material. That is why it is very useful for the earth. Whatever is decaying, it will decompose it and help to get mixed with the soil. Parasitic bacteria. There are these forms of bacteria. The names are given here: Clostridium botulism, Treponema pallidum. Okay, there are some harmful bacteria we are going to study in a chart. Don't worry. That was just the picture. Example of autotrophic. You can see a green color. You can see a green color parasitic autotrophic bacteria. Okay, they are green in color. Okay, that's it for the day. Actually, we haven't covered much, but whatever we have covered till now, you have to go through it very properly. Okay, I have just jotted down the important points of this topic, and it is good to study bit by bit because it is too much for you. So to start with the kingdoms, we have started with Monera. Okay, the example, the being bacteria only. And we have studied the habitat, that it is in the primitive form. Primitive means a very initial form of life that the scientists found it to be. Then they occur either in single or in chains. We are going to see the shapes of bacteria, and that time you will come to know how does it look like. They are found everywhere. There is not a place where it is not found, and they can survive harsh conditions. That is why we go through so many diseases in our lives. Okay, plants, animals, everybody has to suffer. Then there is structure. It's the tiniest. Bacteria are considered to be the tiniest of the living organisms, 0.5 to 4 microns. Okay, it has got a cell wall just like a plant cell. It is a prokaryotic. That means the nuclear membrane is absent. It has got flagella, just like a thread-like structure to move. In case it is to move, in the sense if it is an aquatic state, then it requires us to move. Okay, so this is a flagellum. You can see one or two whip-like structure. You can see the capsule-like structure. You can see a cell wall, ribosomes, tiny dot-like structures which are helpful for synthesizing or forming the protein. How does it acquire its nutrition? With the either it is autotrophic with the help of a chlorophyll-like pigment, or it is saprophytic, getting its food from the dead and decomposing material with the help of the enzymes, or parasites. They live in the other living organisms and cause havoc for them because they harm them, right? And these living organisms in which they live are called host. These are the pictures, heterotroph depending on the others. These are the parasitic, causing many diseases in us. They look very beautiful, coming in different shapes and sizes, but they are not as good as they look like. This is autotrophic, green in color. Okay children, so I am going to post the assignment and the test. We do complete it, whatever is asked to do. Okay, we'll meet up in the next session. Till then, take care. Bye bye.